The mind is the most powerful tool we possess. It has the ability to shape our reality, define our potential, and determine the trajectory of our lives. At the heart of personal and professional development lies one essential truth. The mindset we cultivate directly influences the outcomes we achieve. To master the mindset of growth is to unlock a world of endless possibilities. It is the realization that our abilities, intelligence, and talents are not fixed traits, but can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. This belief transforms how we approach challenges, failures, and successes, paving the way for continuous improvement and fulfillment. A growth mindset begins with the understanding that the brain is malleable, capable of forming new connections and adapting throughout life. This principle, often referred to as neuroplasticity, underscores that learning and development are not limited by age or innate ability. Instead, they are fueled by curiosity, determination, and deliberate practice. By embracing this idea, we reject the notion that we are bound by our current skills or circumstances. Instead, we see every moment as an opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve. One of the most defining characteristics of a growth mindset is the way it views challenges. While a fixed mindset may see challenges as threats to be avoided, a growth mindset welcomes them as opportunities for learning and growth. Challenges stretch us, forcing us to step outside our comfort zones and confront our limitations. This process is often uncomfortable, but it is through discomfort that we discover our strengths and build resilience. By reframing challenges as stepping stones rather than obstacles, we transform them into catalysts for growth. Failure, too, takes on a new meaning within the framework of a growth mindset. In a fixed mindset, failure is seen as evidence of inadequacy, a reason to give up. But in a growth mindset, failure is not the end of the road, it is a teacher. Every setback provides valuable insights into what doesn't work and points the way toward improvement. Those who master the mindset of growth view failure as a natural part of the journey, one that is essential for progress. They understand that success is not defined by the absence of failure, but by the ability to learn and adapt in its wake. Effort is another cornerstone of the growth mindset. In a fixed mindset, effort is often seen as futile proof that one lacks natural talent or ability. But in a growth mindset, effort is celebrated as the pathway to mastery. It is through consistent, focused effort that we refine our skills, deepen our understanding, and achieve our goals. Effort is not something to be avoided. It is the bridge that connects where we are now to where we want to be. The mindset of growth also thrives on feedback. Feedback, whether positive or constructive, is a gift. It provides us with the information we need to improve. Those with a fixed mindset may shy away from feedback, fearing it will expose their shortcomings. But those with a growth mindset actively seek it out, using it as a tool for self-improvement. They understand that feedback is not a judgment of their worth, but a guide to help them move closer to their potential. Cultivating a growth mindset also requires us to challenge the limiting beliefs we hold about ourselves. These beliefs often take the form of internal dialogue. I'm not good at math. I'll never be creative. Or I wasn't born a leader. Such statements are not truths. They are stories we tell ourselves, shaped by past experiences or societal expectations. To master the mindset of growth, we must rewrite these narratives, replacing them with empowering beliefs. Instead of saying, I can't, we say, I can learn. Instead of saying, I'm not, we say, I'm becoming. Another vital aspect of a growth mindset is the ability to embrace the journey rather than focusing solely on the destination. Growth is not a linear process, nor is it always easy. There will be setbacks, plateaus, and moments of doubt. But those who adopt a growth mindset find joy in the process of learning and improvement. They recognize that true growth comes not from reaching the top of the mountain, but from the climb itself, the persistence, the lessons, and the progress made along the way. Mastering the mindset of growth also extends beyond the individual. It influences how we view and interact with others. Those with a growth mindset celebrate the success of others, understanding that another person's achievements do not diminish their own. They approach relationships with empathy and collaboration, fostering environments where everyone is encouraged to grow and thrive. Ultimately, mastering the mindset of growth is about more than personal development. It is about transforming how we experience life. It is the belief that potential is limitless, that we are capable of far more than we imagine, and that the process of growth is one of life's greatest gifts. By embracing this mindset, we open ourselves to a life of continuous learning, resilience, and possibility. We become not just passive participants in our journey, but active creators of our future, guided by the unshakable belief that growth is always within reach. In a world that often emphasizes personal achievement and self-interest, the act of serving others can seem like an afterthought. Yet service is one of the most profound pathways to self-discovery. When we engage in acts of service, whether it's helping a friend, volunteering for a cause, or simply offering kindness to a stranger, we step beyond our immediate concerns and connect with something larger than ourselves. This connection not only benefits those we serve, but also brings clarity, meaning, and growth to our own lives. Service amplifies self-discovery because it illuminates who we are, sharpens our purpose, and deepens our understanding of what truly matters. The journey of self-discovery often begins with the question, who am I? While introspection is a valuable tool for exploring this question, service offers a different and equally powerful lens. When we serve, we see ourselves in action. We discover our strengths, recognize our weaknesses, and learn how we respond to real-world challenges. Service creates situations that test our character, reveal our values, and highlight the qualities that define us. It is in these moments of giving that we often gain the clearest insights into our own nature. Through service, we also uncover our hidden potential. Many of us underestimate what we are capable of until we are called upon to help others. A single act of service might require patience we didn't know we had, courage we never thought we could muster, or creativity we had yet to explore. These experiences stretch us, challenging us to grow in ways that are impossible to achieve in isolation. They remind us that our capacities are not fixed, but expandable, and they awaken us to the depths of our own humanity. A service also has a unique way of sharpening our sense of purpose. In the pursuit of self-discovery, purpose often feels like an elusive goal, a distant destination we hope to reach someday. But purpose is not something we stumble upon. It is something we cultivate through action and experience. When we serve, we begin to understand what gives our lives meaning. Whether it's supporting a cause we're passionate about or simply making someone's day a little brighter, service connects us to the things that matter most. It shifts our focus from what we can gain to what we can give. And in doing so, it helps us align our lives with our deepest values. Perhaps one of the most transformative aspects of service is the perspective it brings. Life's challenges can sometimes narrow our focus, making our own struggles feel overwhelming. But when we serve, we step into someone else's world. We see their struggles, joys, and humanity, and we are reminded of the interconnectedness of all people. This expanded perspective not only fosters empathy, but also helps us reevaluate our own lives. It allows us to see our problems in a new light and to approach them with a sense of gratitude and resilience. Service also cultivates humility, a key ingredient in self-discovery. In a culture that often glorifies individualism and achievement, humility reminds us of our shared humanity and interdependence. When we serve, we recognize that no one is truly self-sufficient, that we all rely on the kindness and support of others in some way. This awareness fosters a sense of humility that softens the ego and opens the heart. It encourages us to approach life with a spirit of generosity and gratitude, qualities that enrich not only those we serve, but also ourselves. Another profound way that service amplifies self-discovery is by helping us find joy in the act of giving. The fulfillment we experience when we help others is not fleeting or superficial. It is deeply rooted in our nature as social beings. Studies have shown that acts of service and kindness trigger the release of endorphins and oxytocin, creating what some call a helper's high. This natural sense of joy and well-being reinforces the idea that our happiness is closely tied to the well-being of others. In this way, service teaches us that the path to a fulfilling life is not paved with self-centered pursuits, but with acts of connection and contribution. Importantly, service is not about perfection or grand gestures. It can be as simple as listening to someone in need, sharing a meal, or offering words of encouragement. The scale of the act matters far less than the intention behind it. Each act of service, no matter how small, carries the potential to impact others and transform us in the process. Over time, these small acts accumulate, shaping our character and guiding us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. In the end, service amplifies self-discovery because it pushes us to step beyond the limits of our own experiences and into the shared experiences of others. It challenges us to grow, inspires us to act, and connects us to the things that give life its greatest meaning. Through service, we not only discover what we can offer the world, but also uncover who we are at our core. It is a journey of giving and receiving, one that enriches our lives and reveals the boundless potential of the human spirit. The grand changes we yearn for in life often appear daunting, distant, and insurmountable. We imagine transformation as a single, dramatic event, a moment of epiphany or an extraordinary breakthrough. But the truth is, lasting change is not born of one extraordinary action. It is the product of small, consistent choices made every day. Daily habits are the quiet architects of our lives, shaping who we are and who we become. They are the seeds from which eternal transformation grows, providing a steady foundation for profound and enduring change. At the heart of this concept lies the idea of compounding. Small actions repeated over time accumulate into significant results. Consider the power of a single drop of water. On its own, it seems inconsequential. Yet over time, those drops can carve through rock, creating canyons and rivers. In much the same way, small daily habits may seem trivial in the moment, but their cumulative effect can reshape the course of your life. The beauty of daily habits is their simplicity. They do not require perfection, nor do they demand grand gestures. What they do require is consistency. Whether it's committing to 10 minutes of exercise, practicing gratitude, or dedicating time to learn something new, these small actions build momentum. They create a rhythm, a structure to your day that reinforces your priorities and aligns your actions with your goals. However, the power of habits extends beyond their external results. They also shape your identity. Each time you act in alignment with the person you aspire to be, you reinforce that identity within yourself. If you consistently read, you see yourself as a learner. If you consistently exercise, you view yourself as someone who values health. Transformation begins not when you achieve a specific goal, but when you start believing in your ability to change one habit at a time. The challenge for many lies not in understanding the importance of habits, but in building them. Habits often falter when they are approached with unrealistic expectations. Many people set ambitious goals, expecting immediate results, only to become discouraged when progress seems slow. But transformation is not instantaneous, it is incremental. The key to lasting habits is starting small. Begin with actions so simple they're almost impossible to fail. Want to start running? Begin with a 5-minute walk. Want to write a book? Commit to writing just one sentence a day. These small steps not only build consistency, but also create a foundation on which bigger habits can grow. Another crucial element of habit formation is creating an environment that supports your goals. The world around you plays a significant role in shaping your behaviors. If you want to eat healthier, stock your kitchen with nutritious foods. If you want to read more, keep a book by your bedside. By designing an environment that minimizes friction and reduces the effort required to act, you make it easier to follow through on your intentions. But habits are not just about adding new behaviors. They are also about letting go of old ones that no longer serve you. Breaking bad habits is often more challenging because they are deeply ingrained and reinforced by immediate gratification. The key is to identify the triggers that lead to those habits and replace them with healthier alternatives. For example, if you tend to snack mindlessly while watching TV, consider swapping the snacks for a cup of tea or engaging in an activity that keeps your hands busy. Perhaps the most transformative aspect of daily habits is their ability to create a ripple effect across all areas of your life. One positive habit often leads to another, creating a chain reaction of growth and improvement. Starting a morning meditation practice might lead to a calmer mindset, which in turn helps you make better decisions throughout the day. Exercising regularly can improve not just your physical health, but also your energy levels, confidence, and productivity. It's also important to recognize that habits are not a linear path. There will be setbacks, days when you falter or feel unmotivated. This is natural, and it's essential to approach your habits with self-compassion. The goal is not perfection, but progress. What matters is your ability to pick yourself up, reset, and keep moving forward. Even small interruptions do not erase the momentum you've built if you're willing to return to your routine. Eternal transformation is not about reaching a fixed endpoint. It is about becoming. Habits teach us patience and perseverance. They remind us that change is not something we wait for. It's something we create day by day, choice by choice. When you commit to the small things, you lay the foundation for the big thing. In the end, the transformation you seek is not just about what you do, but about who you become through the process. Daily habits may seem ordinary, but they are the quiet, consistent actions that lead to extraordinary outcomes. Embrace them, nurture them, and trust in their power to shape not just your days, but your life. Life is a constant state of flux. It unfolds unpredictably, shifting in ways we often cannot foresee. Plans unravel, circumstances change, and challenges arise when we least expect them. In this dynamic and ever-changing world, adaptability becomes not just a valuable skill, but a profound strength. It is the ability to adjust, to pivot, and to thrive in the face of uncertainty. Adaptability is not about avoiding change, but embracing it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Those who cultivate this quality find resilience, creativity, and success in situations that might overwhelm others. At its core, adaptability is rooted in perspective. It's the willingness to view change not as an obstacle, but as a doorway. Often we cling to the familiar because it feels safe, even when it no longer serves us. Change, by its very nature, disrupts this comfort. But adaptability invites us to shift our mindset. Instead of resisting change, we can ask, what can I learn from this? How can I grow through this? This mindset turns challenges into stepping stones and setbacks into opportunities to evolve. Adaptability also requires flexibility in thought and action. Life rarely moves in a straight line, and the paths we plan for ourselves are often rerouted. While it is important to set goals, it is equally important to remain open to new possibilities. A rigid approach to life can lead to frustration and stagnation when things don't go as expected. Flexibility, on the other hand, allows us to adjust our sails and keep moving forward even when the winds change direction. This is not a sign of weakness or indecision, but of strength and wisdom, the ability to recalibrate without losing sight of what truly matters. One of the greatest strengths of adaptability is its ability to foster resilience. Challenges are inevitable and setbacks are part of life's rhythm, but adaptability helps us recover, learn, and move forward. It is the quiet strength that allows us to navigate adversity with grace. When plans fail or circumstances shift, adaptable individuals do not crumble under the weight of disappointment. Instead, they find alternative solutions, drawing on their creativity and resourcefulness to forge new paths. In this way, adaptability becomes the foundation for perseverance and long-term success. Adaptability also fosters creativity and innovation. When we step outside of our comfort zones and face new situations, we are forced to think differently. Challenges demand fresh perspectives and novel solutions. Many of history's greatest breakthroughs have come from individuals who were willing to adapt to changing circumstances and explore uncharted territory. Adaptability allows us to see possibilities where others see problems, to experiment without fear of failure, and to discover opportunities hidden within uncertainty. However, adaptability is not just about responding to external change. It also involves internal growth. It requires us to examine our beliefs, attitudes, and habits, and to let go of those that no longer serve us. This kind of self-awareness is essential for personal transformation. When we adapt, we expand our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We learn to embrace discomfort as a natural part of growth, realizing that it is often in the moments of greatest uncertainty that we discover our true potential. One of the keys to cultivating adaptability is cultivating a mindset of curiosity and openness. When faced with change, it's easy to default to fear or resistance, but curiosity invites us to explore the unknown with a sense of wonder. It encourages us to ask questions, seek understanding, and remain open to new ideas. This mindset not only makes change more manageable, but also more enriching. Every new experience becomes an opportunity to learn, grow, and expand our horizons. Another essential aspect of adaptability is emotional intelligence. Change often evokes strong emotions, fear, frustration, even grief. Adaptable individuals are not immune to these feelings, but they have the ability to manage them effectively. They practice self-awarenesses, recognizing their emotions without being controlled by them. They also demonstrate empathy, understanding that others may struggle with change in their own ways. By cultivating emotional intelligence, we can navigate change with compassion for ourselves and for others. Adaptability is particularly important in a world that is evolving at an unprecedented pace. Technological advancements, economic shifts, and global challenges demand that we constantly learn and adjust. Those who resist change may find themselves left behind, while those who embrace adaptability thrive in the face of uncertainty. It is no longer enough to rely on static skills or rigid strategies. Success now depends on the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn continuously. Ultimately, adaptability is a strength because it empowers us to live fully and authentically. It teaches us to embrace life's impermanence, to find beauty in uncertainty, and to trust in our ability to grow through change. It reminds us that strength is not about avoiding challenges, but facing them with courage and flexibility. When we cultivate adaptability, we become not only resilient, but also unstoppable, capable of transforming life's unpredictability into a journey of growth, discovery, and endless possibility. Good evening, friends. As we stand on the threshold of 2025, let us pause for a moment and ask ourselves, what does it mean to build the best version of you? Is it about achieving more, doing more, or being more? Or is it about uncovering the truth of who you already are, refining it, and letting it shine? This year is your canvas and your life the masterpiece. The beauty of life is that it offers us one extraordinary gift, choice. Today, you have the power to choose growth over comfort, purpose over distraction, and authenticity over pretense. And in those choices lie the foundation of your best self. First, redefine what success means to you. Society often paints success in the colors of material wealth, titles, and accolades, but I challenge you to look deeper. True success is the ability to wake up each day with clarity, peace, and a sense of alignment between your actions and your values. It's not about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. The most profound gift life offers us is the ability to choose. In every moment, with every thought and action, we shape the course of our existence. This power, while often underestimated, is the very foundation of our personal transformation. Yet many of us drift through life as though carried by a current, unaware of the control we hold over the direction we take. To embrace the power of choice is to reclaim our agency, to understand that while we may not dictate every circumstance, we possess the ability to define how we respond, what we learn, and ultimately who we become. The reality is that choices are everywhere, woven into the fabric of our daily lives. From the seemingly insignificant decision to get out of bed at a certain hour, to the more weighty resolutions about relationships, careers, and values, each choice acts as a brushstroke on the canvas of our life. And while no single decision determines our fate, together they create the patterns and colors that define us. Recognizing this power demands both responsibility and courage. It requires an awareness that what we do today echoes into our tomorrows. For many, the struggle is not in making choices, but in acknowledging that we have them in the first place. How often do we convince ourselves that we're trapped in a job, a relationship, or a way of thinking? We tell ourselves stories that begin with, I have no choice, or this is just the way things are. But is that really true? If we look closer, we'll often find that we're clinging to comfort zones, fearful of the unknown. Embracing choice means stepping into uncertainty with trust in our ability to navigate challenges and create something better. Making conscious choices starts with self-awareness. We must pause and reflect. What do I truly want? What aligns with my values? Too often, we act out of habit, following paths dictated by societal expectations, family traditions, or past conditioning. But these paths are not always our own. The power of choice gives us permission to step away from what no longer serves us and toward what resonates with our authentic self. It is an invitation to take responsibility for our happiness and fulfillment. Of course, choice does not come without its challenges. Fear, doubt, and the weight of past failures can cloud our judgment and hold us back. We fear making the wrong decision, failing, or disappointing others. But in truth, there are no guarantees in life. Even in inaction, we are choosing to remain still, to let opportunities pass by. The question then becomes not whether we will choose, but whether our choices will be deliberate or dictated by fear. The beauty of choice lies in its potential to transform us. Consider how different life could be if we began each day with intentionality. Imagine waking up and choosing gratitude over resentment, self-discipline over procrastination, and courage over fear. These may seem like small shifts, but over time, they compound into significant change. The choices we make daily shape our habits, and our habits, in turn, shape our destiny. Moreover, the power of choice allows us to reframe our challenges. Life, as we know, is unpredictable. There will always be circumstances beyond our control, unexpected losses, setbacks, and disappointments. Yet even in the face of adversity, we can choose how we interpret and respond to these events. Do we view challenges as barriers or stepping stones? Do we allow pain to define us or use it to grow? By embracing the power of choice, we reclaim our ability to find meaning and resilience even in the hardest moments. It's also important to recognize that every choice we make influences not just our own lives, but those of others. The ripple effects of our decisions can inspire, uplift, or conversely, harm the people around us. By choosing kindness, integrity, and compassion, we create a positive impact that extends far beyond ourselves. In this way, the power of choice is not merely a personal tool, but a force for collective good. To fully embrace this power, we must also let go of the illusion of perfection. Not every choice we make will lead to success, and that's okay. Growth often comes from our missteps. What matters is not achieving perfection, but living with intention. By accepting our fallibility, we free ourselves from the paralysis of overthinking and give ourselves permission to act. Ultimately, to embrace the power of choice is to live with purpose. It is to understand that while we cannot control every outcome, we can always control our effort, our attitude, and our commitment to becoming better. It is a daily practice, one that requires mindfulness, courage, and faith in our ability to create meaningful change. Life is not something that happens to us, it is something we create. Each moment offers us the chance to choose differently, to align our actions with our highest aspirations, and to step closer to the person we wish to become. So choose wisely, choose boldly, and remember that within you lies the power to shape your destiny. Success is one of the most sought-after yet misunderstood concepts in life. It is often treated as a fixed destination, a checklist of achievements dictated by societal standards, wealth, status, accolades, and material possessions. These external markers of success, while not inherently wrong, frequently leave people feeling empty or unfulfilled. The pursuit of such measures can become a hollow race, disconnected from personal values and true happiness. To redefine success is to reclaim it as something deeply personal, an evolving journey rooted in meaning, purpose, and authenticity rather than superficial benchmarks. True success begins with a fundamental question. What matters most to you? It requires introspection, a willingness to turn away from society's loud demands and instead listen to the quieter voice within. For some, success might mean building a thriving career, while for others, it could be about nurturing close relationships, contributing to a cause, or simply living with peace of mind. There is no universal definition because success is as unique as the individual pursuing it. The moment we stop comparing our lives to others, we liberate ourselves to define success on our own terms. One of the greatest misconceptions about success is that it is solely tied to external outcomes. Promotions, trophies, or financial milestones are often celebrated, but rarely do people pause to ask, how do these achievements make me feel? True success is not about accumulating things, but about cultivating a life that feels fulfilling, meaningful, and aligned with who you are. It is the satisfaction of knowing you are living in accordance with your values and contributing something worthwhile to the world. Redefining success also requires us to shift our focus from outcomes to the process. In a results-driven culture, it's easy to measure success by the end product and ignore the journey. But life itself is a journey, and much of its richness lies in the experience of growth, learning, and connection. Success can be found in the quiet moments, the discipline of showing up, the courage to keep risks, or the resilience to keep going in the face of setbacks. These qualities define a successful life far more than any external achievement ever could. An essential aspect of redefining success is recognizing the value of balance. The traditional narrative of success often glorifies hustle and sacrifice, painting a picture of relentless work at the expense of health, relationships, and well-being. But what is the point of achieving career milestones if it comes at the cost of burnout or fractured connections with loved ones? True success encompasses all dimensions of life. It is not about excelling in one area while neglecting others, but about striving for harmony between personal growth, professional fulfillment, and emotional well-being. Equally important is the ability to celebrate small victories. Redefining success means letting go of the idea that only grand accomplishments are worthy of recognition. Success can be found in the everyday, the joy of learning something new, the courage to step out of your comfort zone, or the strength to persevere through challenges. By acknowledging these moments, we cultivate gratitude and a deeper appreciation for the journey we're on. One of the most liberating realizations in redefining success is that it's okay for your definition to change over time. Life is fluid, and so are our priorities. What feels like success in your 20s may no longer resonate in your 40s or 60s. As you grow and evolve, so too should your goals and aspirations. This flexibility allows you to remain authentic and aligned with your true self, rather than clinging to outdated notions of success out of habit or fear. Another crucial element in this redefinition is understanding that success is not solely about personal gain, it's also about impact. A truly successful life is one that leaves the world a little better than you found it. Whether through acts of kindness, sharing knowledge, or creating something that inspires others, success is amplified when it extends beyond the self. It is not measured by how much you take, but by how much you give, how deeply you connect, and how meaningfully you contribute to the lives of others. Ultimately, success is a state of being, not a destination. It is found in living with integrity, pursuing what lights your soul on fire, and finding peace in the present moment. It's about knowing you are doing your best with the resources you have and making progress, no matter how small, toward the life you envision. Success is not a finish line to cross. It is the sum of the choices you make and the way you live each day. To redefine success is to reclaim your power, to step away from the pressures of conformity, and to design a life that is uniquely yours. It is an act of courage to pursue what truly matters to you and to measure your life by the depth of your fulfillment rather than the weight of external validation. When you embrace this redefinition, success becomes not just something you achieve, but something you live, moment by moment, choice by choice.